I've said for a long time, Hollywood is an evil place. Not exactly a brave take, no one's gonna be gasping or have their jaw on the floor, but you might be questioning, Charles, how can you even say that? You yourself are a Hollywood superstar thanks to your game-changing performance as District 8 hospital helper in The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Isn't it a bit hypocritical to say Hollywood's evil when you yourself are a large part of the reason Hollywood is successful thanks to reinvigorating public interest in cinema? Due to your exceptional acting as the District 8 hospital helper and single-handedly carrying the Hunger Games franchise on your extremely strong back, a back that's built like a Greek god and Adonis, if I was...
Yeah, Hollywood is bad. You know who's also bad, though? People who consume that shit, though. Dude, the paparazzi, the weirdos, the ultra fan, the stalkers, the dumb fucks, the whole thing is fucking cooked up. People want to put your fingers and put the blame on everybody. The whole society is ill, dude. Everybody is fucking ill. Me? Fuck do I do? I'm at the computer all fucking day. Fuck you know, what the fuck you say fuck me for? I'm at the computer all fucking day. What's that fuck me for? I do nothing at the computer.
If I was to lat spread right now, I'd look like a bat. The same franchise that's responsible for springboarding Jennifer Lawrence's career, but only because they cut out most of my scenes as the District 8 hospital helper because they overshadowed hers. And, of course, you're not wrong, my sweet sunflower, but it's because of this level of expertise with a performance like mine, District 8 hospital helper, which is still widely studied across all theatrical colleges across the nation, that I am able to say with a high level of confidence that I know just how corrupt and evil Hollywood is from the inside. It is rotten to its very core. And it's extremely nice to see that most people are really waking up to how fucked up Hollywood is as an industry. Now, I covered the writer's strike when it started about 3 months ago now, almost 3 months ago, and I want to just give a follow-up to where things are at because it's not improved, and in fact it is only escalating, and now it's more than just the WGA that's gone on strike. Now, SAG-AFTRA has joined the party as well, and they're striking too, and a lot of the actors are standing with the writers here. So it's really bubbling into this giant, witch's cauldron stew here. It's like when all of the characters of an action movie come together at the end to fight the big bad guys. Just
this shit's fucking broken, I
all
swear.
The writers are coming together with a lot of actors standing beside them in order to finally get what they deserve from the industry. For those that don't know why they're striking, it's actually pretty simple. I'm just going to boil it down to like the bare necessities. Their pay is not what it should be for the work they do for these productions. Writers are invaluable to the industry, period. I know there's a lot of brain rot on Twitter that's arguing the opposite, and they keep using the example of, if writers are so important, why is there such thing as bad writing? Checkmate. They don't deserve to get paid more for writing like this. And
True.
And they'll drop an example of shit writing from something like Forspoken, which isn't even like a Hollywood production, but some of the writers that are in these unions are also working on video games, so I guess that's the point they're making.
What? Chat, it's not mutually exclusive. Like, you can have both, right? They can be both at the same time.
Little Neanderthal brain takes of, this writing is bad, so that all writers are useless. In fact, let me write it. It'll be 10 times better. And their only experience writing is fucking summer book reports in middle school. It's just a stupid take. Of course there's going to be better writing than others, right? But it doesn't mean that all writers are useless or something. It's just natural. It's the same thing with like athletes. There's going to be some athletes that are better than other athletes. It's just one of those things. So yeah, there's going to be bad writing.
True.
Doesn't mean they don't deserve to get fucking paid for their work. It's just stupid. It's beyond dumb. Writers are one of the most important positions to any production, full stop, 100%. And their pay has not reflected this. They're not being fairly compensated for their work, and they haven't been for a long time. They don't have a lot of options in terms of like royalties either. It's just very unfair to writers.
Chat, there's a type of an employment where I'm from that is called whenever the tech changes, lose your job. Like let's say you put fucking like in the movie, you put the knob on the fucking toothpaste and then the machine does it for you, right? So then you lose your job, right? What's that called? I don't know what it's called, right? Can't they attribute some of that to like AI and some of this to the fact that things are more towards streaming now, and streaming will give less revenue, whatever, automation and whatnot. Yeah, but there's something else, Willy Wonka. But yeah, there's a word for that sort of unemployment. But like the industry is changing, right? The industry is changing. People go more towards streaming and whatnot, right? for movies and TV shows, it's different than back in the days TV.
And obviously the entire
That changes the
industry has
market.
been changing with streaming becoming more and more prevalent, and they're just falling behind on.
Dude, you think? Gives this unexperienced, uneducated take. No, seriously, dude. The common opinion about this is uneducated. The fact that I have to give you this as someone who sits at the computer and knows nothing, the fact that I have to correct you on this is stupid. Dude, getting mad that the industry is changing, like, what? Brother, things aren't like TV anymore. It's like streaming services, right? The industry's changed. There's a change in the industry.
On keeping writers
You ignoring that is
adequately
stupid.
compensated. In fact, their pay has fallen, and they're not getting any like real reasonable profit shares or splitting or anything like that. They're just not being paid fairly. That's the bottom line there with the first component of this strike. So they've been trying to have conversations with the top brass in the industry in order to rectify.
As an outsider, sometimes I would really wish to understand, be given numbers. Give us some numbers out there. Give us some. I want to see what the pay was like, how much work was put in, and how much you're getting. I want to know the industry standards.
This, reach some kind of amicable conclusion so they can get fairly compensated for the work that they love doing and want to keep doing. But that hasn't really happened, so they were left with no other options except going on strike. And another big component of this is AI. As AI continues to evolve rapidly, a lot of the soulless money zombies at the top of the Hollywood food chain have taken notice and have recognized that if they start to integrate AI into their productions, they can save a lot of money by not having to pay writers' salaries or pay writers. They could just start using AI in order to...
Well, that's not zombie though. I genuinely did that. I don't think that's zombie mode, bro. I think when there's a new field, there's a new territory. It's called opportunity. I think that's fair enough.
To get their desired result, it's cheaper. They have more control over it, and clearly, the WGA as well as SAG-AFTRA, like pretty much all writers, have a bit of an issue with that. So that was another one of their points, is they would really like if they didn't just fucking blast AI into the industry to try and like phase them out. Like they don't want the AI trained on their works. They don't want any of their works to be used to try and develop some kind of AI model off of it. So those are really the big things. And this has been going on for about 3 months now, and the response from the big boys has not been positive. So according to reports, they are determined to break the WGA, and now by extension SAG-AFTRA, since they're also striking at the moment. So their in-game, according to the executives and the insiders here, is to allow things to drag on until union members start losing their apartments and losing their houses. They call it a cruel but necessary evil. This is par for the course for Hollywood. This really tracks. Anything evil that can be done, Hollywood does. So they're playing hardball here. They're not giving in to any demands. They're not budging an inch. They're saying, hey, might be a cold Christmas, and you might not be able to afford to have a place to live anymore, because fuck your demands. So they're saying, like, the strategy is simple. Bleed them out. You know, when they're financially strapped for cash and desperate, starving on the streets, then they'll come crawling back to us, groveling at our feet, and then we'll dictate some new terms that they won't be able to decline. But we're not giving in to any of what they want.
Yes.
Now, in a sane world, I would really think most people would be behind the writers, because, I mean, it makes sense. They're not getting paid nearly as much as they should for the work they do for these...
Well, I want to know the numbers, though. Chat, I think it's kind of important that... Is there some tangible data? Something that I want to know. I want to know. You say it's cents. Well, I want to know, though.
Massive 9-figure productions that are raking in hundreds of millions of dollars, and the writers are the ones that like make the story happen. The most important part. Like you can't just have
my numbers, bro. You know my numbers for like 5 years, and you always say that they're fake. Fuck, do I care?
Movie of fucking nothing. You can't go in there and just have like a bunch of noise, right? It's not TikTok. It's not you're going to the theater for jingling keys for 10 hours. You need a story still. The writers are integral. Thus, they should be compensated fairly for it. But we don't live in a sane world. We live in a clown world. So there is a ton of people on Twitter that are saying that the writers are unreasonable and that the executives are in the right here. The executives are the heroes in the story and the writers are the bad guys, which blew my fucking mind.
Have a good day,
the
smile.
fucking goofball goober CEO of Disney, Bob, said that the writer is very disturbing to him, having a wambulance moment, some fucking French cries, going over like, I can't believe they're striking. It's so unrealistic. You're ruining the industry, guys. Why do you want more money? How could you be so greedy? Coming from a guy who's making $20 million a year annually, the writers are extremely important. And coming from someone like this with a salary like that, I don't know who on Twitter who could read these stories and then start pumping their fists saying, yes, those are the good guys. Those are the heroes of the story, the champions of justice. The fucking soulless husks with unimaginable wealth that are exploiting their workers, fucking their butt with a smile on their face. It makes no sense to me because, again, most people on Twitter are either children or...
Well, man, I wouldn't be able to read the numbers. Of course I would be able to. Bro, I want to know what are the salaries, right? What it was and what it is now. And you can compare those to the growth of the market and see if it follows the trends, at least a little bit, or if it's bad.
Normal.
Because you're saying yes, no, more, less, yes is irrelevant. Your opinion is irrelevant. You're stupid as fuck. You're just being blindly. Because if they all grouped up and there's the budget evil forces at hand, and you could possibly be backing a thing you don't even understand. I think asking questions and understanding your market and understanding what's going on is a big part of backing it in the first place. Otherwise, you could be backing something that you don't even believe in because you're being lied to. You know, to every story, there's two sides, and both sides can lie. One day you're going to realize that as you grow older and out of your fucking brain-dead Twitter Andy fucking brain set.
Working class people, not multi-millionaire celebrities. So how can you, as like a normal working class person, be excited and celebrate that other working class people...
This is, you know nothing. Okay, so what are the numbers then?
Like yourself, are being exploited. It actually just doesn't compute up here in my noodle how you reached that part of decay in your mind. Like, why wouldn't you want the workers to get paid more? Why would you want the wealthy executives to continue to nickel and dime all of their employees in order for them to make more tens of millions per year on their annual salary? Like, I don't get how...
You understand how much the difference is? Chat. No, because you don't know either.
Like a normal person sides with them.
2 years.
Like, they're not going to...
CEOs will always make money. You understand? This is a capitalistic world and system, okay? People at the top will always make way more money. That's just how it is, okay? You getting mad their salary doesn't do anybody any good. Oh, I mean, it does if you want to, but I don't know.
Give you money just because you're fighting PR battles for them on Twitter. Dumbass Disney CEO Bob's not going to find your Twitter account and start clapping for you. He's not going to just swoop in there and be like, you know what, Jacob? I am so glad you made this tweet. You're right. It is unreasonable and downright criminal that our writers want more money. It does.
What you guys are talking about in chat is something called socialism, okay? It's what is it? Distribution of the means of production bullshit. I get it. You want everybody to make a fair amount from top to bottom. So if somebody came out of left field and invested his own money into making a company, and he makes it from ground up, he should be paid the same amount that some guy shows up and mops the ground. That is socialism. You understand how that works or not? You understand how that works?
Where did we all go wrong as a society? Wanting some kind of profit sharing or some other compensation? It is ridiculous, Jacob, and you are right. Here's $5 million. Give me your PayPal. It's not going to happen. Like, I don't know why you're blaming writers either. There's a lot of people getting mad at writers because now their favorite shows are being affected, so they're going on a hiatus and a break because there's no one writing it. And now they're getting mad at the writers, like, just go back to doing your fucking...
Bro. Political economic theory and socialized organization with advocates for the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be... Boom. Fine. How's that? What about it?
Jobs. When what they're trying to do is what every worker tries to do. Get paid fairly for the work they do. Like, I just don't understand who could be against that. I really don't. Honestly, I don't. So I just wanted to give you an update here because the writing strike is only continuing to grow here, and it's going to continue to grow until either they come to the table and start to negotiate, or all of the shows get...
Okay, this guy comes out of the book. Are you saying this is true? Numbers are 30K for writing a script, and then after taxes, they only have 10K left. What? Okay, so this guy in chat doesn't have a job. So we got that. So this guy's unemployed. That's not how that works. If you're making $30,000 a year, okay, your tax bracket is pretty forgiving, and you're not paying 68% in taxes, like the guy says. 30K and you get 10K after taxes. You need to get an employment to understand how that works. You don't know how that works. Gotcha. So this is brain dead. California tax brackets. California tax brackets. So let's check it out. Okay. If you are making, if you do 30,000, right, in California, you're gonna be paying about 4% in state income tax. 4% on your 30K. That actually the probably less than that. It's gonna be your first 10K is at 1%. Your second 10K is at 2%, and I guess about most of your third 10,000 will be at 4%. So overall, you're paying on an average maybe a 2.6% maybe on state income tax. So I don't know what the fuck. What? That's not yearly. Yeah, and then the 10% federal, but I'm just saying it doesn't add up to what the guy said. The guy just said you make, if you do a 30K script, you get 10K left, 10K back. That would be 66% taxes, but that's literally more than maximum bracket in fucking Quebec. So I don't know. This guy's just talking shit. Ryder Cody, his visual check is at $300-400. This guy says, I don't think Ryder deserves residual, to be honest. Gotcha. Orange is New Black shares a video where she only got $27 in residuals.
Oh my god, I'm about to be so rich. What? No.
For what?
What?
Interesting. Streamliners, salary, how much did the trainers really make?
My brothers been my brothers, man. You niggas ain't no kidding me a fact. Whoa, yeah, you heard about me on.
Oh, it's over. Showing a new achievement for a script of The Last Boy Scout in 1990.
No friends in the industry. My brothers been my brothers, man. You niggas ain't no kidding me a fact. Whoa,
okay, I know what I'm reading.
Stood on everything I said and never took it back. Whoa, no friends.
Script sales, 70K to 130K. 110K on average.
The issue is that writers today expect to be paid more for work that can be done by more people. There are more writers today compared to the 60s.
Bro.
Since there is an influx of writers, studios can find writers who will do the job for less.
Agreed.
It's that simple.
Agreed. You can literally get people to write shit from fucking Reddit. That's better quality or on par with some of this shit. Sorry, man, brother. It's like wanting me to pay for fucking artists and shit like that. When people go on Reddit and post crazy fucking good shit, they're like, use it for free, and I'm like, bro, I can either use this for free that the guy is giving me because he likes it, or I can pay somebody to do it a crazy amount for no fucking reason and enjoy it less. That sounds like a lose-lose. Shit, man, that's kind of tough. What? Did I just lose it?
41 months on Twitch. Oh Miguel, surely I'll be able to transfer this to
Classic, no moral take, no wonder you studied the CEOs. Well, I'm honest that nobody.
The jungle chat xQcOW.
Bro, I never changed. I always had this opinion. Bro, I had this opinion just since the fucking beginning of time, brother. Bro, I literally stopped paying for fucking emote art in like fucking 2017. Because Chat made better ones. I mean, I don't wait for me. I don't pay artists. Because people make good ones and they post on Reddit. Like,
xQ say
what do you want from me?
Been advocating for slave wages and sweatshops
what do you want from me?
Months
They do because they like it and it makes better content.
Talk and laugh at the squirrel on the lawnmower. I've had it.
Oh, because they imagine
if you don't like your pay, then get another job.
If they're doing this to be paid eventually, they should be open about that. If you're doing a strategy that's underhanded and secretive, if the secret doesn't work, that's your fault. This is something you need to understand in life. If you want something and you know your work is worth some amount of money, you need to demand that. You need to ask and you need to make that clear from the get-go. If you make strategies that are secretive and that are kind of like playing your cards right, whatever, and it doesn't pan out, the only person you can blame is yourself because you did things for free out of the kindness of your own heart, and you're going to get fucked over. That's super important for you to know in the professional world. If you make emotes for free and you put them on Reddit and you say, use my emotes for free, I'm giving them to you. And I use them, and you think that you're doing that because one day you're going to get paid, right? And one day after the 20 emotes, you say, yo, dude, pay me. And I say, no, right? Well, that's just kind of how life goes. You don't get paid. It is what it, I mean, otherwise you could have said, yo, if you want to use those emotes, PayPal me $100. I would have probably given you the $100. But you didn't ask for it. And you're asking later on, well, you're not getting $100. What the fuck? What the fuck? Chat, I feel like this is like the most normal concept of fucking business in the world. You want something, you think something has value, you ask for money for that value. If you don't ask for it, what do you expect people to just give it you as charity? You need to make agreements. Yo?